Good evening. Welcome to Soldotna Regional Sports Complex. My name is Martin Medcuff. We're here with Kenai Sports Live. Keith Crawford, the producer of that. Tonight's contest between two Valley teams, or I guess this afternoon's contest between two Valley teams, the Palmer Moose and the Colony Knights. Should be a good one. Palmer, big win against Kenai on Thursday, 8-3, and then a loss last night to 8-5. Logan Laughlin will get the call for Colony. Adams gets the call for Colony.
Forward number 22, Austin
Fangman for Colony. It's like their forward line there.
18, Warren Coffee.
Coffee in defense.
At defense, number 55, Walter Nizer.
Walter Nizer.
And starting in net, number 33, Trayton Adams.
Adams in net, and we've seen him before.
The Knights are coached by Matt Joseph and Levi Frank. And today's starting lineup for the Palmer Moose. Forward number 7, Elijah Von Guten.
Elijah Von Guten, a starter this evening.
Number 10, Liam Hilscher. At forward number 88,
Hilscher
Ryan Greco.
and Greco.
At defense, number 76, Xander Anderson.
Anderson at defense.
Number 93, Caleb Von Guten.
Von Gunten. Both the Von Gunten boys starting.
Number 1, Billy Christman.
Millie Chrisman will get the call between the pipes.
Who are coached by head coach Rusty Bellinger and assistant coaches Nick O'Brien and Zach Richards. Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask that you please rise, remove your headwear, and join us for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So Palmer comes in 1-1 with a win over Kenai and a loss to Soldotna last night. Colony comes in 1-1 with a win over Soldotna and a loss to Kenai last night. So
We also expect fans will eagerly support their favorite team by
across the board, everybody's 1-1.
Be loud, be proud, but be positive.
Everybody split their first two games of the series. This one might come down to point differential for two teams with 2 games left. Players to look for on the Palmer team tonight as we're watching the Elijah Von Gunten, also Horacek. Horacek, actually. I've been corrected on that one. And then Greco, and then Caleb Von Gunten, as well as Hilcher. The Colony Knights haven't got a whole long list, but Dane Joseph, one to look for. Laughlin, who got the start this evening. Coffee got the start this evening, as well as Albers and Fangman are players to look for this evening. 15 minutes on the clock. Fengman pacing, ready to go. Really, Colony, the only ones that have taken the sheet. And here we go now. Palmer will start to trickle up on Guten in his whites with the blue trim. Colony in the dark green. I really like that forest color. Miller in the face-off circle, ready to drop this one. It's Greco across from Laughlin, and Palmer pulls it back. Von Guten over to his defensive partner, and then Von Guten, number 7, the forward, will dump it in. Colony quick to get it to the half wall. Now a nice little breakout here, trying to get it slapped forward, and they do. Von Guten, number 93, will get it dropped from D to D, and now it's chipped back out to his brother or cousin. We'll see how they're related later, I suppose. Greco will pick it up at the blue line and toss one in. There's our first shot on net, and that's Adams. Will make a save. That's Elijah, Von Gunten, and Caleb, and we might just have to call them that. Elijah, the forward. Both lines have changed up now. And that's Von Gunten from the blue line, high slot. They've scored from there, and another trap. I don't think you call that a shot by Adams. Picked up there now, and on the half wall, pushed out to Von Gunten. That's Caleb in the corner there. Now off the half wall and stabbed away from him and out of the zone. Back forward now, Horacek pushed it in there, and it's cleared from the slot by the Colony defense. And a good body check there, and we're going to get a penalty here. It looked like knee to knee. We'll see what the call is, and as soon as Palmer gets it touched up, they do it. And we'll go on the, it's like maybe Colony going on the power play with 13:50 left in this first period. You didn't see the call, Keith, did you? Number 65 going to the bin. That's Frank Cooper for Palmer. Looked like knee to knee. Maybe just called it rough. It's only 2 minutes. We'll get a face off here. Glove side of Chrisman. Deep in the corner here. Colony looks to slow it down. Right into the high slot. Got the goalie down, and it's like maybe she used the pipe there and then trapped it down, and see if Colony can win a second face-off in a row in Palmer's end. Palmer able to control that one, just keep it in the corner for now. Colony digging at it. They finally get it clear, pushed out to the point on the right side. Flip one in there, and it dangles down a little bit, and it's pushed away quite quickly. Try to get around one, and then back into the middle. And Greco going to get there, and he'll clear this one to the opposite blue line, held by Coffey. Von Gunten, that's Caleb, clears the zone, and he'll ice the puck. 1:11 left in this power play for Colony. Held behind the net, a long outlet pass. Laughlin, and pushed right back in. Coffey back to grab it up. Below the goal line there, he'll park behind Adams. Really long outlet pass. He came back for it, pitched it in, and the defender there, and he iced it right back down with 42 left in the power play. 12:28 left in the first period. One shot so far in the game. That's nicer, and he'll throw it in, and I'll give him a shot for that. One shot on the power play, and clear it out nicer again. Back up through the middle. Sawyer going to be the first to it, and he'll get around one, and he'll have to turn and throw it back to the slot. And a quick fire there by Colony. Anderson held it in the corner. A little tussle there, and it's cleared out of the zone by Colony as the power play expires. Both teams even strength now. That's Von Gunten, Elisha, and Greco down there fighting with Nicer. Pulled away by Diltz, rather, and stopped up here at mid-ice, and we're going to get another penalty. And there's Von Gunten trying to make him pay. And it sails wide off the blocker of Adams. Teams swapping up now, pretty fast pace there to start with. First couple minutes, Palmer held the zone pretty well. Colony's even things out. Of course, the penalty helps, and now with 11:17 left.
Minor penalty assessed on the Colony Ice. Number 38, Micah Trost, 2 minutes for a knee.
Palmer on the power play now. Up for Hilscher. Hilscher cuts towards the middle. Had a hard time getting that way. Came out of the crowd. Von Gunten missed it on the glove side. Not by much. Von Gunten. Here's Caleb. That's what we're going to go with. I know what it says on his back. You guys will have to figure it out. Here's Caleb. Or Elisha. Greco now. Gain the zone. Call it onside. Might have been close. Back out for Caleb. Caleb down low. That hit a Colony player. It squirts all the way through. Kick back out. Caleb will pick it up there. Cross ice pass. On the backhand to Hilscher. Elisha throws one this side. He goes long side. This time goes long side and missed the net. Long stretch pass, brother to brother. Caleb to Elisha. Elisha able to grab it back up. Elisha, his third shot. This one hits the keeper. And Elisha took a hit for his effort there. Hilscher trying to keep it inside the zone. And Colony able to clear it down. And that's a shot on goal from way out there. Here's Caleb. 13 seconds left in this Palmer power play. One solid shot on net. That one taken by Elijah. Elijah in now. No, it isn't. It's Anderson. Anderson from behind the net. And Colony able to clear it. This one's going to be icing. Penalty had expired. Both teams even now. It's McClellan in the face-off circle for Palmer. He gets thrown into the back of the ref. This one flipped the entire length of the ice, and a save's going to have to be made by Chrisman. Colony able to keep that one in. Adams in there deep. Tangled in the corner now. 2-on-2 battle. Palmer going to get it pulled out of there and off to the half wall on a cross ice pass to number 12. Voracek. McClellan, he gives it up to McClellan's shot, slapped down and went wide into the corner. Pulled off the wall by number 65, and he missed one wide. And that ends up over the glass. 8:20 left in this first period. Colony, and electing to keep their defenders out there. Just changed the front side. Palmer changed them all. That was Logan against Beavers. Alberts, rather. Albers. Colony at neutral. Flip it in on the backhand. That's Caleb, and he gets it off to number 76, Anderson. Offsides has not been called here, and it's kept inside the zone by Von Gutmann. Quite a battle there between those two players, and then it's off the glass. It rode the dasher, took a funny hop off the Zamdor, and now it's out of play. 7:41 left in the period. No score. Shots on Palmer, 4. Crispin standing there. Shots on Colony, 2. And that's Adams. So far, unofficially. Greco and Laughlin. Pulled back by Greco. Out to the point and flies one in there. There's a shot on Adams. You got to count. Some half wall play, 2-on-2 there. Laughlin, centerman, cycles it back through the corner. Now it's at the half wall. This is going to be ripped length of the ice, and we'll get an icing whistle here with 7:18 left in the first period. Clock's running. There's a mistake. And they finally got it stopped at 7:06, so we lost about 12 seconds from the whistle. Laughlin, Greco again. Laughlin gets the better of it this time, and it's iced again by Colony. Greco, Laughlin. Third time's a charm. It's Caleb. Give it to Elijah. Deflection try on the pass from Elijah. Doesn't go. Doesn't make it on net. Here's Caleb again. Caleb, he'll fly one in there off the leather and over the top of the net, and it was wide. I'm not going to count it. Here's Caleb. Caleb, cross ice. Look there, and Greco buries it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Hilscher.
So the guy in blue has got it, so you can
Cross ice. Look there. Hilscher on the back door, just waiting for that. Palmer works those points really well, always looking for that backdoor presence, and it works out for him this time. Having a discussion there on the bench. 6:35 left in this first period.
Somebody up in the bleachers hurt.
Is that what stopped the play? There was a puck that went out of play before the goal, but it was a couple minutes before the goal. Maybe that's what's holding things up. There's a...
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
Put the microphone closer.
Is that better? Yeah. And then play will resume now. Back out into neutral. Horacek able to get it in a little deeper. Coffee back there. He'll play it in behind Adams. Held there by Colony. Tipped up and out of the zone. Horacek everywhere now. He's deep in the end below the goal line. Coffee able to move it forward into the keeper's or into the referee's legs, and kept here now by Colony. Colony rubbed off of it. Back to number 65. That's Frank moving up the sheet with some speed. And he's got Horacek in front of him, and he'll take a shot, and that one blockered away by Adam. Back out front. At the point now, Sampson will take a quick shot, deflected off a defender, didn't make it through, and this one darted into the glass from mid-slot, I guess. Back out front. Here's a quick shot. That's Sampson with another try. Or Swanson. And all the way down. Quick ice there. Easy call. 5:15 left in the first period. We'll get set up blocker side to Adams. Logan across from Albers. Pulled back by Albers. Pushed into the corner by Colony and pulled off the wall, and it'll just trickle out on that pass to the defense. It's Caleb with his hands full there. Now it's in. Caleb's going to get a solid look. This one deflected into the netting. Can we change that first half to first period? Albers and Logan and Adams pushed into the net. We'll get a penalty now. A little tussle after the fact. Palmer's going to take the penalty with I think that's what you get when you jam a kid after the fact. That's Kinnan, in the penalty box for Palmer. Greco and Albers inside the circle for now. Some discussion behind the play. Colony coach Matt Joseph swapping out his goalie. That's Adams that'll leave. And Jorgensen. Jorgensen looks like will get some playing time. Tess Jorgensen joins the game. About 10 minutes in to the first period. Still some discussion. We'll get underway here shortly, I'm sure of it. It's Albers for Colony, Greco for Palmer, and Greco able to kick it backwards for Caleb Van Gunten. Anderson take a couple swats at it. He'll get this one cleared. Coffey not able to hold the blue line. Coffey, defensive partner all the way back for Joseph. Joseph hold it there all the way across the ice. He's looking for Diltz over there, and Joseph will pick it back up. Hopefully could settle things down here, make slower decisions or decisions that take more time, and he whips it back in there. That's number 19, Albers, out to the point man, and he fires one in there, and the keeper collapses on it. to switch Jorgensen back off for Adams on the Colony end. Jorgensen never saw a shot. This one will coast its way all the way down. Coffee back to grab it. Time to look. Slap down, but it's made it all the way out to Dilts now. In for Albers. Albers dragging it deep, gets pushed down at the half wall. Joseph slows it up. This is what you want your power play to look like. High slot shot. And Caleb there to kick it away, soccer style, all the way through the slot. Joseph on the back door there. Couldn't make the connection. Punched out now, and Horacek in there to drag it into the zone. And I'm going to give Palmer the shot on the shorthand. 31 seconds left in the Colony power play, and it's punched up to Dilts now. Dilts cuts for it. Now it's back through, and it's got the defender down, and the shot never got on net, but we're going to get another penalty, and this one looks like it'll be on Palmer for a cross check. 18 seconds left in the first Palmer Moose penalty, and then they'll add another. I don't think that shot got on net, Keith. I think it skidded right on by. So 5 on 3 for 18 seconds. Notice Elijah Van Gutten in the face-off circle for the Palmer Moose that time. This one's stuck in the back of the net. Caleb, no interest in peeling it out of there. He'll take the stoppage. It's Sawyer across from Elijah this time. Sawyer got it pulled back nicely in a quick shot, but Elijah stands in front of it. It's a big kid, bigger than most, and a wraparound try, and he pushed it in on back up to the high slot. A hard shot from there, and that one dangles in the point, and now Palmer. They'll make them pay. Christmas saved 1 and 2 before it finally just dangled outside the blue paint there of the tree. And it was hammered home by Colony. They tie it up with 2:36 left in this first period. Horacek, long fluttering pass, stopped up there and just kicked up and out of the zone. Still short-handed here, Palmer, right back into the end, and now kicked out of the zone one more time. It's offsides and played that way by Horacek.
He's on the power play.
On the power call.
They just don't know how to take it off.
I thought there was 2 up there, though.
There was one ran out.
Oh, one, and then they scored. Okay, my bad. So it is even strength. Was that an even strength goal then? No. It was a power play goal.
5 on 4.
Yeah. Still tending to the person, probably hit by a puck over there. Greco pushed it forward. This one up and over into neutral ice and back in. Coffee handles it there. Long outlet pass, and it made it to... That was number 10. Got it tipped into the zone for Palmer. That's Hilscher. Held by Greco. Elisha taken down and stolen the puck away there is Colony. Hilscher going to turn it up ice. He's got Elijah standing at the blue line, makes it into the zone. 135 left in the period. Centering pass hits a Colony Knight, and it's held now and ripped around the corner. Swanson there. He dips it back into the corner. And Colony or Palmer with some nice play there, but can't settle it down. This puck's been iced. 1:15 left in the period. Never heard the official announcement who scored the Colony goal. Sorry, I can't help you there. McClellan in the face-off circle, across from Albert. Rainbowed out of the zone. Sawyer brings it in for Colony. There's plenty of time and couldn't get it out front. It's well defended by the Moose. Slapped down before it could make it any farther, and this one won't be held into the zone with just under a minute left in the period. There's a penalty all day, and this one will be called on Palmer as well. As soon as they touch it up, plenty of bodies slamming the boards now. 42 seconds left. Palmer goes on the kill. He'll get it sorted out here shortly. Colony with a power play goal already. Palmer's goal comes on the even strength, and it's pulled back. Here's Coffee. Coffee tries to get one in there quick. Ends up behind the net. It's deflected off the Moose forward coming out, and plenty of time wasted here. And Diltz will get it back down low, and it's stolen up there by Caleb. Caleb there, not willing to let it go. This one played into the netting with 19.3 seconds left in the period. Well, they doubled it up there. 4:37. The 5-minute penalty for number 49 for boarding, I'm sure. Wrapped around the corner. Coffee not able to gain it. All the way back down to Adams. Picked up there by Laughlin. Laughlin being pursued heavily. And he's tripped down, and there'll be another penalty for the trip with 1.3 seconds left in the period. And they'll add another Moose into the box. That's Horacek going for the trip. Colony hasn't been able to get the shot on net, even with the extra man. Now they've got two, and that's how the period will end. And they'll hold Palmer off the ice here for him and let Colony exit. So what it looks like to me is unofficially shots on goal. Palmer's goalie, Chrisman's taken 8 shots and saved 7 of them. And Colony's goalie has taken 7 shots and saved 6 of them. And Adams just did skate off, looked like an equipment issue, and next whistle got right back on. So Jorgensen getting about 30 seconds between the pipes there. Colony definitely, Palmer definitely having some penalty issues in this first period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties in the first period for Colony. I'm sorry for Palmer, and Colony only taking the 1 penalty. The period ends on double penalty for Palmer, 1 5-minute penalty, and the second one coming with 1 second left in the period, just a 2-minute for the trip that we all saw mid ice. The goal was from Hilscher at 6:35 left in the period. That was an even strength goal for Palmer, and Colony did get 1 to go past Christman late in the period, 2:36 left. And that was a power play goal. So they'll come back on the power play. Up 2 guys for at least 2 minutes. Up 2 players. We're going to take a quick break, maybe drink some water, and we'll let the Zamboni do its work. And we'll be back for the second period here at the Soldotna Regional Sports Complex. Okay, we got some clarification here on the goals and assists in that first period. See if I can find it really quick. A quick whistle to start it. The Colony goal was scored by number 22 Austin Fangman, and it was assisted by 54 Tristan Sawyer and 55 Walter Nizer. And Palmer goal was scored by Hilscher. We knew that. Assisted by 76 as Xander Anderson and 93 Caleb Von Gunten. So that'll get us totaled up here. We're going to start this Palmer in a two-man deficit for the next minute 58 unless we get some scoring. 5-minute penalty to number 49 for Palmer. McQuellen for the boarding. And a trip to number 12, Horacek. So 5-on-3 for a little bit here to start in Colony's favor. Albers. Across from him, Greco. Greco got it pulled back. Caleb back there right away. Von Gunten. And he threw it out for Greco. Greco into the slot. Throws one deep and high. And picked out of there by the Knights. Knights throw one deflected off, and Greco push it right back in. It's Laughlin, and he throws it up. It's off the skate of Joseph. Right back in, and Caleb throw it deep. Colony struggling to make the zone. Lots of pressure from Palmer. In the offensive zone, just with 3 players on the ice. Held up here in a quick shot, and that was off the stick. Didn't know where it was. Now it's finally kicked up and out, and Coffey will go back to retrieve it. First touched by Adams. Coffey, slow, out for Albers. Albers got it turned around here on the wall, and he'll take a look and threw a shot right into the stick. Held here now for Laughlin. Laughlin. Backside, Diltz couldn't handle it, and it's back out for Coffey again. Coffey holds it down to Diltz. Got Palmer cornered now, and that one through the middle, and Hilscher gonna get a look. Joseph pokes it out. Here's Von Gunten, Elisha, and this one stripped through the slot. Can't be slapped down there, and Caleb Von Gunten will pick it up from there and toss it down the other way. Here's Coffey now. 12 seconds left in that 2-minute penalty. Laughlin and Albers will gain the zone together. Laughlin left it behind. He's got it now in a quick shot that went over the top, and it's held by Colony. And Sawyer will hold it there, but the pass is another knee, doesn't get called there. And here's Sawyer with a look, and it's shin padded away by Chrisman. Adams out of the net to play it. Up into neutral, 1:49 left in the 5-minute. Here's Sawyer and Albers again, and that one missed wide on the short side. Fangman pushed it towards the middle. The defense crashing. Logan will chase it in, and it's touched by the Knights several times. Anderson will go back to get it for Palmer with 1:30 left in the 5-minute. This one can't be held by the Knights. Logan gets past Nicer, and they'll push it towards the middle. Nobody's home. They're not in the zone because they're shorthanded. Pull it out of there with Palmer Moose behind them. Drag it up the ice. That's Fangman, and it's poked away from him. Colony to Fangman. And it's ripped all the way down on net, and no touch was made there by Adams. Cross ice pass for Joseph. Joseph tried to touch it towards the middle. That's Elijah had it poked away from him, and Caleb for the Moose will pitch it all the way down. 40 seconds left in the kill now. Elijah, pinch it in the corner. Why wouldn't you? Two guys on him now, killing the time. Elijah kicked it to his stick now. Gonna get a look. Plenty of time to kill, and they'll push him into the corner. That's nicer. With 20 seconds left in the power play, Colony finally gets it out of its own zone. Elijah picks it up just past the blue line and gets his shot away. Their first shot on goal. They've been on the kill for the first 5 minutes of the period, so Elijah getting one in there. Sure. Gets it out of its own zone. Elijah picks it up just past the blue line and gets his shot. 12 seconds left till Palmer gets their final guy back. This one pulled back for Horacek, and he'll push one in there and land it on Adams. Colony moves it forward to Adams. They got an Adams of their own. He is shot slapped down by the Moose, and both teams are even strength now. And it's shoveled out of play. Coffee will race back for it. Coffee had 65 coming in at him. That was Frank. And here's Laughlin. Laughlin back towards the middle, and this one wound up on Crispin, and she puts a glove down on it. Laughlin across from him, Logan. Horacek. Finally got it out to the half wall. Logan pick it back up. He's your centerman. Back towards the middle. A quick fire and a shot for Palmer. That's a goal, 9:54. Left in the third. Palmer takes the lead. See the scoring line here officially before I announce it. Greco and Alberts, they've met in the face-off circle before. Palmer got 12 goals on the board right now. They'll fix that here shortly, because it's 2-1. Greco Alberts knotted up inside the circle. Trying to get it out to Joseph. They do, but he'll have to cycle back. Cross ice looking for Sawyer, and it's picked up there by Caleb. Caleb into the zone. They'll fire one that goes over the top. And this one out of play. Officially, Horacek's goal, assisted by, she said Johnson? Swanson. The narrow lead here. I think this Palmer team can jump out and start putting them on the board here. That's Caleb. He'll throw it low cross corner. Held there by Hilscher. Now Elijah in the corner. Pestered there by Sawyer quite a bit. And Colony will pick it up, trying to get a breakout here. And it's off the glass and out of the zone. And Sawyer one-on-one out of there and puts a tapper in on Chrisman. Held by Joseph for Colony, and now we've got something going on behind the net. Some penalties there. 2 minutes on the board for Palmer. So we had matching minors plus. Yeah, matching minors +1. So that's what it looks like to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna let them play even. I don't know how that works out.
Is that one serving the major for the boarding still?
No, that expired. That expired 10 minutes or 5 minutes into the period, or just under 5 minutes into the period.
Are they trying to get it up under the clock?
I think so. Like 2 minor penalties there, and they'll take both of them away and put just one up for Palmer, unless or not. So we don't know what's happening down there exactly. Hopefully our public address announcer will fill us in. It's even strength. Offsetting minors. Hilscher goes in for 2 minutes on the rough. Algers will go in for the cross check. 2 minutes and a whistle. I don't know why they got 3 guys in the box over there. Sawyer peeled it out of there. Neutralized, found the open guy. He's got Laughlin going right down the middle, and Chrisman slides across to make a beautiful glove save. Picked up out of the pile by Palmer. Off the glass, out of the zone, just over Diltz's blade. Coffey will streak back to get it. He's not alone. Logan was there as well. Logan will come out of the corner with it for the Moose. Hold it on the half wall, and he'll push it back towards the middle, and it's cleared out of there by Colony. And here comes Laughlin. Laughlin can't get the shot away. It's slapped down by Horacek. Maya on the half wall. He gets it tipped out of the zone. 7:48 left in this second period. Trying to get it just flipped in there. It's offsides now. It's good. Colony can go. They're going to get caught in a change if they don't do it quick. And here they come, and off the skate of the guy that just came over the wall. Chrisman way out of her net that time, and it's been iced all the way down by the Moose. Can we fix the score?
Probably not.
Is Schaefer in the face-off circle? Haven't said that name yet for Colony. And there's another one that's going to go all the way down. Icy. 7:15 left in the second period. Schaefer now looks like Palmer. Palmer's coach, Belanger, looking for a mismatch, and he might have got it, but it was able to keep it in. And they say, yeah, it was in. And here's Von Guten. Elisha circles up there, and he still holds on to it as he jams towards the middle, and he kept it able to keep it. And that shot on the backhand just goes wide. That was off of Greco's blade. It looked like just towed it a little bit too much. Kept in here. Von Guten to go. That one off the post. They say no. Out of the zone. Horacek back to grab it up. Schaefer in there to stir it up, and cutting towards the middle is in a backhand try, and Chrisman will have to gather this one in.
Both teams begin
That's tough. It looked like Colony might have had second, third line out there, and uh, Rusty Belanger throws his number one line out there against him, and he got some good looks and wasn't able to make it pay. It's like Colony's got it back together. Here's Nicer, and they cross ice looking for Coffee, and he'll be met up there with Hilscher. Hilscher carries it behind. Out for Logan. Back to Hilscher. Hilscher carrying it on the backhand one-handed. Anderson gets it tipped towards the middle. Back down and tipped into the corner. That's Horacek. Now back out to the point. Back down in for Hilscher. Hilscher slapped away from him. Collins doing their best to get some control here, and they're going to finally settle it down. That's number 22, Fengman. Anderson holds it. Hilscher's found the other side of the ice now. He's bumped off it by two Knights. And back out into neutral finally for Colony. Anderson will pass it off for Caleb, and this deflected into the netting. After all that time in the offensive zone for the Moose and not get a shot on Adams, it's tough. Certainly Colony doing their best to get the puck back. Palmer kind of passing it around them, and still no clean shot. Move it forward. It's Greco. Colony now gonna get the puck turned around and hold it. It's number 16, McKinnon, coming into the play, and out front they had a guy standing mid-slot, low slot really, just between the hash marks, and Colony not able to get the stick down. And here's Albers. Albers into the zone. He left it behind his legs, kind of ill-advised, nobody trailing him. Elijah, Von Gunten into the zone. He got Dietz to fall. Elijah still carries it in behind the net, looking for Anderson out front. He'll turn and fire one. Pushed away by Adams. Back towards the middle, and there's a good look for Hilscher, and he'll make it go. Even strength goal for Hilscher. We'll see who they give the apples to. Colony leads by 2 with 4:09 left in the second period. And sending somebody to the box. See what this penalty is. Hope it's not going to overshadow the goal that happened. Discuss it through. Looks like something happened after the goal.
Homer goal scored by number 10, Liam Hilscher. Assisted by number 88, Ryan Greco, and number 7, Elijah Von Gunten.
Greco and Gunten get the assists on the Hilscher goal. Figure out why they got a guy in the box.
Hi. How's it going?
4:09 left in the second period. It's Greco. Laughlin, they've met there before. Laughlin push it forward. He's going to hand pass it to himself, and it's pushed away by Caleb. Laughlin out towards the middle, and he had Albers there, and Albers just couldn't reach it. And Elisha, and we're going to get a penalty on Nicer for what? Interference he called.
You're doing a lot of chasing. Right now we're in that circle, so we can cover everything in that circle.
Minor penalty assessed on Colony Knights.
Yeah, they did get him for interference. That's nicer. Interference with 3:39 left in the period. That's Caleb Bongutton, and his shot was deflected high, and a little bit of action there on the shin pad for Adams. This Laughlin pulls it back shorty, and that shot goes into the shin pad. Laughlin found himself deep here, and not alone, but here comes Elijah back the other way, 2-on-2. Rest of the players trickle into the play. Colony got it cleared, and that's Hilscher. He'll hold it there and flip it backwards.
Hit it. Gotta get it there.
Anderson holds it. Slot pass. Save made by Adams on the shin pad. Another flip. This one will end up on Hilscher. Hilscher in behind the net, trying to get it pushed out front. That's Anderson down low. Anderson peeled away from him. Colony gonna rip one the length with 30 seconds left in the Palmer power play. There's Caleb Bongunton. Hilscher gonna touch this one through the middle. That's Greco. Joseph there to play him, and he'll push it back in there to Chrisman. Held by Caleb now. Caleb up ice. Colony looking for a look there, and Elisha ends up stopping things, and Hilscher can't get it settled down and get the shot away, and Joseph going to get it for Albers. That one's going to be called icing as the penalty expires. .139 left in the second period. Both teams even now. Pulled back. Frank's going to get a look. And that's off Adams' glove. Not going to call it a shot. It was well wide. She put her hand out there and slowed things down. Can't see who's in the corner there. Couple Knights. Couple Moose. It's passed up, held here by Palmer. Turned around, number 12 going to get a shot. And I'll give Adams that save for sure.
How you doing?
Trying to get it pushed forward. Held here by Noracek. And there's a goal. Number 65, Frank Cooper. Puts the fourth goal in for the Moose. .103 left in the period. Palmer outpacing shots on goal here.
Assisted by number 12, Bryce Horncheck.
Horacek gets the apple on that one. Out for Adams. That's Colony. Can't get it cleared out of the zone. It's stopped him on the blue line. Keenan keeps it in low. Nabbed up there by Nizer. Adams will take over from there. Back to Nicer. Horacek able to keep it in. There's two Horacheks on the ice for the Palmer Moose. What a great hockey name if you're into that. Greco into the zone. Adams. Palmer able to keep it. Horacek. That's the second of the two. Or one of the two, rather. And that's Adams with another save. By my count, Colony's doubled up the shots in this second period. I've got 5 on Chrisman and 10 on Adams. Here in about 13 seconds, we'll get some totals for the first 2 periods. Von Gumten, that's Caleb from way out there, and that Adams, that one took off the shoulder. And that's how the period ends.
At the end of the second period, we have a score of Palmer 4, Colony 1. Colony's goalie number 33, Trayton Adams, made 5 saves on 8 shots. And Palmer's goalie number 1, Billy Crispin, made 8 saves on 8 shots.
Oh, I had it way different. I'm going to go with my numbers. In that second period, Colony's goalie Adams saw 11 shots, saved 8 of them, and Palmer's goalie Christman saw 5 shots and saved them all. It's a 4-1 game. In that second period, Horacek scored an even strength goal with 9:54 left in the period. Palmer and Colony trading penalties up pretty good in that period. Hilscher puts another even strength goal in for Palmer with 4:09 left in the second period. Colony gets an interference call, but after that, clears up. They kill it off just fine. Frank Cooper scores one with 1:03 left in the period, bringing our total to 4-1. Colony blanked in that period. Palmer definitely stepping it up in the last 15 minutes. We'll take a break, watch the Zamboni do its thing, and we'll come back for the third period.
Thanks for watching Kenai Sports Live coverage of the Power Play tournament. Is that what it is?
No, Peninsula Ice Challenge.
There you go. Ice Hawks.
Mm-hmm. Peninsula Ice Challenge. Kind of soupy out there.
Please like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you wish to support us, you can support us on Patreon, Kenai Sports Live.
I'll be back.
lot of the time, or some of the times, you're caught watching the game out here instead of here. So you're not chasing the puck in the viewfinder. Um, and then so yeah, you want to get you want the goal, and if you're playing in this circle, around this circle, you want like that corner, so you got, and you always want to float around so that if somebody gets that quick shot and you're not ready for it, that you always have the goal somewhere. Um, Sometimes like the way it's moving right now, if they're up in the top corner, you don't add it, but if you see it heading that way, you always catch the corner of it. So this is bottom corner. You see them heading that way, and you always jump up a little bit. Um, and try to refrain from making all the little movements. That if you're watching the game at home, all those little movements will give you like spatial disorientation and make mistakes. So, um, so either like just nice easy movements. I mean, if it's like you miss it and the puck's all of a sudden somewhere you didn't expect it, yeah, bounce to it. That's fine. But and sometimes like when they're transitioning, um, try to keep someone in the frame. If you see somebody stealing the puck and they're here, and you start chasing them, try to lead them and get them over into this corner, so the camera beats them to the goal. Um, yeah, I think the two biggest things I'm seeing is a lot of the little movements. Uh, the, well, big movements. Um, and um, getting caught out here watching the game. And you'll do that forever, however long you run a camera. You'll still do it. I do it all the time. What's bad is I'll be watching the game over here. I'll notice the camera's over here. Oops. What's that? Oh no! Wait till you get over T9 when you do it. Since it's a little warm here, it does it a little bit. You get over the T9 and you go to track somebody really fast, and all of a sudden your camera's like this. Whoa! Two hands.
What a huge difference that tripod has made.
Oh yeah. Oh hey,
You still got audio going.
I see this. Hi everybody.
We good? Excellent. Back here for third period action. The Palmer Moose lead the Colony Knights 4-1 to start the third. We'll start the third a little differently than we started the second. In the second, when we started the second period, Palmer found themselves down by 2 men. This third period will start with both teams full strength.
Oh, I get it. What do you want?
Third period.
No, it's the second. Let's mess them up.
So Palmer definitely bringing it on strong there in the second period, putting up 3 and getting the lion's share of the shots on net for sure. So held off 5 minutes of being shorthanded for Colony. Colony not getting a lot of shots on net, even being 2 men up. So the Killers really doing their job special teams wise for the Moose. See if Colony comes out with a little bit different attitude. Can't take it away from them. They've got strong players on both sides of the ice this evening or this afternoon. Colony definitely needs to mount a little bit more of an offense. We'll get underway here in the third period. My shot total is different from the official shot totals. If you have a problem with that, talk to your team manager because they'll get you dialed right up. And I'm sure that the parents of Trayton Adams will want to know for sure, but she's likely to tell, and Chrisman would be the same. I think some of those shots that might be getting counted. I have a different viewpoint from here, so if it's not on net, I'm not counting it. And maybe there's some I miss. And this puck back to Anderson just rips it into the zone after crossing the red line, and it's held there in the slot, and it's touched up by Laughlin, and it'll be chased all the way down and not called icing. Laughlin, it's peeled away from them by Anderson. Pushed back towards the middle now, Greco forced off of it, and Caleb, or no, that was Elijah Gooten standing on the blue line that time, and Caleb and Elijah will stand next to each other probably so Mom could get a picture, and this one back down to the half wall. It's Pilcher there, tangled up with 2 of the Knights. Back up to the half wall and pushed towards the middle and held in by Von Gooten this time. Diltz and Von Gooten will go into it. This one inside the zone, and Palmer able to tag up, and it's pulled right back out by Greco. Diltz now. It's held there. Cross ice for Coffee. This one bounced out of the zone. Logan holds it. Oh, and an errant pass that goes off the crossbar. Might have hit the post too. Held in here, and Joseph's going to get a second look here. Maybe not. Pulled back by Horacek. Cleared out. D to D. Here's Nizer. Nizer pushed forward. Nizer held it on the blue line. Now, Albers played it there pretty close into the neutral zone, and it's pushed back out. Nizer going to get a look, and that shot deflected wide before it made it anywhere near, and there's a shot on Crispin to start the third. Out front, that one dangled in the crease for a minute. Nicer overskates one, and it gets it dipped back in there. Colony with some fire to start the third period here. Albers back out for Nicer, able to hold it in, just gets it flipped down there. Back towards the middle, Sawyer pushed it that way, and Palmer wants the puck out of their end, at least for the whistle. .12:38. Colony comes out pretty strong, only musters 1 shot on Crispman throughout the fray. It was Laughlin in the face-off circle for Colony. And Nicer back to get it. Left the D on, Colony did. Off to Fengman. Fangman shovels it out. Adams skips over his blade, and it's settled down by Maya. Off to Caleb. Cross ice for Anderson. Anderson met at the red line. Now Keenan picked it up there, and here's Laughlin again. Got two in front of him and several behind. He'll hold it, circle back towards the blue line, and it's punched off of him there. The player we haven't seen before, number 26 on the sheet, Mansfield. And that's Caleb Von Guten. Work his way around one, and it's, got a quick whistle by Cushman that time. Adams did not have that puck.
Got too much down here.
And the puck was laid dead in the crease there. Adams hadn't dropped on it yet. Cushman gives the whistle away. It's Greco. Laughlin in the face-off circle. Seen that several times. I'd say both guys. Probably Greco getting the lion's share of the W's there. And here's Elijah. Turn around, fire one. He got it to Greco near in the slot low and missed him. Von Guten. That's Elijah. His shot trickled into the corner. Greco bounced off of it now, and this one out for Fangman. Fangman can't keep it on the blade. Elijah back there playing a little bit of D, and now they're having a hard time getting it over the red line, and here comes Elijah into the zone, and he's tracked by Greco. And it's passed around. Up and out of the zone. That'll be an icing call. 10:54 left in the first period. Palmer really stepped it up in the second there, putting 3 on the board. It's a much cleaner game in the second period. Well, after the 5 minutes of penalties to start, it slowed way down on the calls. Here's Joseph for the Knights. Pulled off the wall. Colony just clearing it out. Anderson stands tall at the red line. For Palmer, it's chipped back out of there. The Moose have cleared it, or the Colony Knights have cleared it. Now it's back out and gone, and Von Guten got a little blade on it, so the icing won't be called. Horacek, there's 2 of them. That's number 12. Back in the zone, Alberts pushed it towards the middle. Plenty of Moose standing there. Anderson off for Horacek. Horacek throws one across the slot. It's picked up by number 65. Frank Cooper had a goal in the last period. That one rang the post. Settled down there by number 49, McClellan. That's Von Guten. Caleb cut towards the middle and couldn't make it. Couldn't get the shot away. He's collapsed on by some Colony defenders there. And here's Joseph, and he eases his way in there. Throws one towards the slot that shot didn't make it onto Adams. Ill-advised pass there. If you're going to burn it towards the middle, burn it towards the middle. Flipped up now to the zone, and it's over the top of Von Guten's blade. That's Caleb, and he'll go back to fetch it up. Colony and Palmer both trade out players behind the players. Keenan, number 16, pushed it forward for Maya, 66, and he played round copper. Laughlin up for Fangman. Now Laughlin gathers it back into the zone. He plays it around Horacek. That's number 21 Horacek there. Brandon. So there's a Brandon and a Bryce. And that's out for Coffee. Held it on the blue line. He rips one. Goes over the crossbar by about a foot. And there's a deflection try. Moose get it settled down on the half wall here. And that's Brandon. Get it out of the zone. Horacek pushed back in there. And icing's called this time. 8:29 left in the third period. Greco across from Albers this time. Pulled back, settled down by Colony, and it's flipped from side to side underneath the goal line there, and it's pushed out 2-on-1, developing. Can't get the centering pass away. Or he did, but it was defended quite nicely by Palmer. And Von Gutten, Elijah, he'll tap it in, and there's a shot. Didn't make it on net. Just went over the top. It was a great pass by Elijah. And Hilscher recognizes it. A little fist bump, my bad. 8:03 left in the third period. Face off won by Palmer. Push it deep here. Colin work his way through one. That was Elisha. And they got it past him. Now Albers can't control it any longer. At neutral, that's Hilscher. Still in the high slot, Hilscher. Now it's cleared out by the Knights. Greco. Neutral ice up for Elisha Von Guten. Dilt's not able to clear. Horchak will throw one in there. Adams will make the save. Not a lot of shots on that the first half of the period. Our first game of the day, Kenai Sports Live, we'll have the Kenai Soldotna game, and there's a buzzer, stop and play. Our first game of the day, we'll have the Kenai Soldotna game. I think I'm going to let Bob Bird call this second one. We'll still film it. We'll be here if you want to watch it. It's Laughlin. Knights control it now. Here's Coffee. Had to make a quick decision, and they pitched it out to Caleb Von Gutten. Horchak makes it into the zone. It's Bryce Horchak there. Now Caleb Von Gutten going to drag it deep, get it below the goal line. Surveys looking for some slot presence. He had it, and it's poked out of there by the Knights defense. That's Coffee. And number 76 over there in the corner, Anderson, found himself deep for a defender. Caleb Von Gutten found his spot back at the blue line. Here's Coffee. There's a hit into the boards. Oh. Schaefer for the Knights. Gets it across the red line, get it in deep. Haven't spent a lot of time down there, Colony. 6:16 left in the third period. And Horchak right back into the zone. Is nicer now. Chips one out. Joseph will have to chase it. He's going to be met by Caleb Von Gutten. And it's off to Anderson now by Palmer. Logan trying to tip it into the zone. He got it there, and it's pitched right back out by the Knights. This one's going to be icing. Give us a like. Share it to your friends. It's cleared out of the zone by the Knights. Chased down by Swanson. Swanson turned around. This puck ends up in the stands. Bart had a stands injury. I think she's going to be okay. Certainly doctored her up pretty good. Albers and Logan.
Pirouette.
I'm going to pitch him out of there. Joseph will take on Logan. Albers, quick shot. Missed it on the blocker side. Pushed into the corner here, and we're going to get a penalty. late game penalty too. Well, not that late. 5:28 left in the third period. Gonna send Maya. For the cross check. If Colony can keep it in the zone, and it's won by Colony, but straight back all the way down.
Number 66, Dominic Maya, 2 minutes for interference.
Interference, they call it. Take their time coming out from behind Adams. Made it through 2 zones now. Started at the goal line, and it's picked away finally and stopped there now by the Colony D. Coffee got it pitched all the way in there. Palmer had it poked away from him. Slot presence. Deets got a shot on net. It's a big save by Chrisman. Only the second shot on goal in the period for Colony. Colony push it through neutral. Swatted over by Swanson. It's called off, and Laughlin didn't hear it and just continued. Von Guten will be happy to spend some time watching this puck trickle down the ice, hold it, and then ice it all the way back down. Probably could have held it for longer. Here's Coffee now. Push forward, stolen away by Hilscher. Hilscher into the zone. He had Logan on the backside of the slot there, and they'll just punch it right back out. Happy to possess it with the penalty kill, and this one on the net. Colony will deflect that aside. Zordones for Colony. Sawyer took a swat at the puck holder. Here's Coffee and Hilscher into the corner. Sawyer will come in to help out. Hilscher controls it. Slot on the side of 1-2 try for Palmer Moose on the short hand. Just goes under the blade. And this one touches the netting, and we'll get a whistle with 2 seconds left in the Colony power play. They've mustered a shot. .329 left in the third. Pushed out for Laughlin. Both teams even now. It's Joseph pinned on the wall. He had 3 Moose right with Warren. Mansfield able to push it back up the wall. A long outlet pass. It almost seems like the Moose have pulled the starters. Pushed all the way down. Crispin sees some action. I'll call it a shot. That evens them both up at 3 in the period. Under 3 left in the game. Oh, there's Von Guten. So they haven't pulled the starters. That's Caleb. They're getting rubbed off it. There's Albert. Up and out of the zone. Anderson. Now to Frank. Frank just sizzled one in there. Barely missing the blocker. Made it all the way into the corner. Pitched all the way down, and nobody hot after that one. It was icing all the way. both corners. Elijah Von Guten got a little bit of a rest here in the last bit of the third. Puck out of play. Horacek. That's Brandon Horacek out here. He's met by Fengman. Elijah Von Guten cross ice for Horacek. Or Hilscher. Push right back in. Here's Elijah Von Guten. Look at this Hilscher. Elijah again, just off the end of the stick. Got Greco on the half wall. He chooses to go to the slot now, and it's played down by Fengman. It's Brandon Horacek. Pestered at. Here's Elijah with a little bit of time to look. Elijah. He'll turn and fire one. It's a quick shot with 1:26 left for Elijah to make this a 5-1 game. So the penalties slowed down as the period or as the game went on, and the goals picked up. There's just the one goal here in the third period so far.
Over goal scored by number 7, Elijah Von Guten. Assisted by number 88, Ryan Greco, and number 21, Brandon Voracek.
You can credit Voracek and Greco with the assists on the Elijah Von Guten, and there's Caleb Von Guten trying to get one to go for himself. It's pushed back the other way by Colony with less than a minute to go in the game. Off to Anderson now. Picked up by Logan. It's Kimmin. Pushed in deep. Another great hockey name. Palmer stepping up the physicality here in the last little bit. Here's Caleb. And we'll get a penalty. Interference, says Miller, with 37.8 seconds left. I'm going to send Maya. Huh? I'm going to send Caleb. Sorry. Wrong for the second time. It's Kinnan going into the sin bin there. 5-1 game. Albers.
Minor penalty assessed on Palmer Moose, number 16, Ellen Lee. 2 minutes for interference.
Laughlin will pick it up there. Adams sort of directed it that way, and it's poked away by Greco and pushed into the zone. Anderson will backtrack to get it, and there's some pressure from the Knights with 15 seconds left. Diltz will make his way towards the middle. 2-on-1 there, and Palmer moves there's Diltz still there. Now Coffey going to take a look, and he whizzes one in there. Crispman able to make the save, and that's the way the game will end. Final score 5-1. Palmer finishes it off there with one goal with 1:26 left in the third period by Elijah Von Guten. I'll say it wrong forever, probably. Most of the scoring happened here for Palmer in the second period. They had 3 in the second, 1 in the first, 1 in the third. We get total shots on goal here. Official. Just waiting for the PA announcer to speak up a little bit. good amount of penalties in that game.
Tonight's final score, Palmer 5, Colony 1. For the third period, Colony's goalie number 33, Creighton Adams, made 6 saves on 7 shots, for a game total of 18 saves on 23 shots. Palmer's goalie number 1, Millie Crispin, made 5 saves on 5 shots, for a game total of 20 saves on 21 shots. Thank you all for attending
So
today's
Crispin
game.
seeing 21 shots, she saved 20 of them, and Adam seeing 23 shots and saving 18 of them. So certainly seeing just a couple more officially than Crispin. Palmer with the W there. Lots of penalties in the first period, but things sort of mellowed out there. Definitely in the third, just a single penalty for interference in the third on Palmer, and then of course they turned around to score a goal in the fourth to finish it off. I really appreciate you guys watching. Can stick around for the Kenai Cardinals. They travel to take on the Soldotna Stars here at the Soldotna Regional Sports Complex. I think Bob Bird's going to call that game for you guys. And of course, Kenai Sports Live always appreciates the subscribers and the thumbs up. So make sure you hit the like button. If you like what we do, hit that notification bell so when we do it, you know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a good afternoon.